Today, we're going to be testing out something brand new called ZeroClaw. And we're going to be testing this out because they're saying that ZeroClaw does everything OpenClaw does, but runs on 99% less power. Think about that for a second. OpenClaw is like driving a monster truck to pick up a sandwich. ZeroClaw is like a bicycle that gets you there just as fast, but barely uses anything. Now, how does it hold up in the real world? We're going to be testing out today. Here's the idea. Basically, ZeroClaw is like your own personal AI assistant, one that lives on your computer, not on some company's server. It's yours. You can talk to it through Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp, apps that you use every single day. It can remember everything. It can do tasks on its own. It was built by people from Harvard and MIT. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the thing. We have to test if it works. So we're going to be looking at how to set it up today, how to get it working, and if it's actually better than OpenClaw. So let's see how it goes and we'll test it out together. This is the GitHub, so it's an open source project. Like you can see, there's all these different like versions of OpenClaw that are coming out. PicoClaw, MimuBot, NanuBot, ZeroClaw, all sorts of crazy stuff coming out on the back of OpenClaw being open source. And so we're going to be testing this one out today. The way that I'm going to set it up is I'm just going to go inside the terminal here, and then we'll start getting this running. So let's paste in that command from GitHub. Like you can see, that's going to clone the Git. Ryder says, are you going to install it now? We are indeed. So this is the GitHub from ZeroClaw on the left-hand side. And then we've got the GitHub being installed on the right-hand side over here. And we'll see how this performs. Deepa says, is there any way to run NotebookLM with OpenClaw? I do have a training on that inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Yeah, I've tested out. Basically, what you can do is you wouldn't use NotebookLM OAuth with OpenClaw, but you can use OpenClaw to control NotebookLM. That's basically what we did. And you can also get MCP servers for NotebookLM that you can install inside OpenClaw, and then you can operate it that way as well. So there's a couple of different options for that. So you can see it's just installing now. Ryder says, why don't you install it in a virtual machine to keep your machine safe? Well, I mean, like, you know, if you actually look at what a lot of people did, they set up VPSs with OpenClaw, and that was like the worst thing they could have done because you know, the gateways get scraped. People are actively looking for VPSs in a virtual machine that they can get access to. And there was a bunch of instances exposed with OpenClaw. So I would be careful using a VPS. I think, honestly, like if you just run it locally, sometimes that's the best way because no one else can access it, only you. And also in the permissions, you don't have to give it access to your local files, etc. The other thing I would say here as well is like anything that you're not comfortable installing, don't install. Like I do this for fun on YouTube to share with you what the newest updates are and how they work, etc. But you don't have to copy me. Like you can just learn from my videos and not install anything. And if you're not comfortable doing something, don't do it. You can actually see a tweet from GitHub's project community here. So they've got 3 lightweight optimized variants of OpenClaw. So if you don't have a very powerful computer, this might be one of the best ways to do it. So you've got, for example, PicoClaw, ZeroClaw, and NanoBot, right? And you can see the differences here. So PicoClaw runs on less than 10 megabytes. But ZeroClaw actually runs on less than 5 megabytes. Apparently, it's got a 10 millisecond startup, although it does take a while to install, as you can see on the right-hand side over here. So less than 5 megabytes of RAM footprint, 10 millisecond startup time, 0 runtime overhead. It's just designed for like moving really quickly. Ryder says, I'm talking about local VM, not VPS. Yeah, so you could do that too, but then if I do that, I can't show it on a live stream, right? So like the reason that I run this locally is to show you on a live stream like how to set it up. Otherwise, quite often in the comments, people complain like I haven't shown how to set something up. So this is the way that I do it. But everyone, you know, each to their own. You can do whatever you want. Zpaz says, is there any trade-offs for being lightweight? Yeah, usually, I don't know, like I've not really seen any big issues. Like I guess if you're trying to do something super complex that takes up a lot of power, then this might not be the best way to go. But I think for most people, like they're not really pushing OpenClaw to its edge. And so just setting something up lightweight is often easier and better. Josué says, hi, Julian, good to see you, sir. So it says Bootstrap is complete. Next steps, here we go. So we'll go to the gateway, see if that works. Can I use Notebook LM, MCP, and Claw Code to connect it to OpenClaw? Yeah, so you could say, okay, set up this MCP inside Claw Code and connect it to OpenClaw. I think you could do that. It would take a little bit of work. And then I think we just need to get an OpenRouter API key, which we'll do over here. And then I'll just delete it after this live stream. All right, so that should be working now. We've added the API key from from Open Router. And then I think it's got the gateway set up here. Let's try. We'll try and chat with it now. By the way, this is not as easy as people make it out to set up. It took quite a long time. It took about 10 minutes or something. But you can see it's responding now. So we said hello, and it said, hey, ZeroClaw here. What's up, etc. And then the way that I'm just like sort of troubleshooting this, I guess, is just I'll paste in the terminal commands into Claude Sonnet. So we have the terminal setting it up over here, and then we have on the left-hand side Claude code running this, as you can see. So I'm going to say, okay, how to go to the gateway for this. Should have a local gateway. Let's see if we can run that. So if we just go to this, Josio says, what is ZeroClaw? Every week is a different claw thing. So this is like super, super lightweight versions of OpenClaw. So like you had Nanobot, MimuBot, PicoClaw. Now you've got ZeroClaw, and ZeroClaw is like, it takes less than 5 megabytes of RAM to run. So it's super, super lightweight. That means you can run it on like an old device, old Android phone, that sort of thing, and it'd be really lightweight to run. And then you can see an example of it here. So basically, on the right-hand side, we have the terminal. You can pair it with Telegram and other message connectors like this, or you can just give it the chat. So you can do ZeroClaw agent and then the command. So for example, like hello. You can run like, for example, pair, post, get, health, etc. as well. And then the thing to note here is like it gives you a gateway, but this is not like a UI that's running in your browser. So unlike OpenClaw, where you get a local gateway you can run inside your browser for running OpenClaw, this doesn't work like that, right? So it's just kind of like it has no homepage or UI, right? It's just it only responds to like specific endpoints, if that makes sense. So the gateway is like an API, not a website. But you can connect with it inside terminal, and then you can connect that to like Telegram or WhatsApp or that sort of thing. And you basically have your own local agent. Now, what I think the benefits of this are is like, number one, it's super lightweight. Number two, it's relatively easy to set up. Number three, it can run on like really old devices, and you basically get the benefits of OpenClaw. But the biggest downside, of course, is like you don't get UI. I don't want to connect it to Telegram directly today, to be honest, but you can if you want to. So yeah, it's not a bad alternative. And you can see an example of how it works directly here. So we could go inside the chat and then give it a command, like for example, ZeroClaw agent. Let's try that. And then we just give it the command. So for example, okay, build an SEO calculator. Let's try this. And it responds, right? So if we say, okay, build this or something like that, we'll go ahead. But it's not, honestly, it's not, I wouldn't say it's on the level of OpenClaw. Like you can see here, it refuses to create the SEO calculator. I'm actually going to ask OpenClaw why it doesn't do that. And Tan says, is speed and memory better than OpenClaw? I saw this build with Rust instead of TypeScript. Yes, it's built with Rust. When it comes to the memory, I haven't tested out because we literally just set it up today. And when it comes to speed, yeah, it seems crazy fast, like crazy fast. So if we go inside the chat here, let's try another one. But yeah, it's okay. It's not the best. So if you want to get a full guide to OpenClaw, we've got the full setup guide inside the AI Profitable link in the comments description, with the full terminal commands and everything else for setting this up. You can see that I set it up in the space for a few minutes. I don't think it's as easy to set up as everyone talks about, but it is a pretty cool idea. I love the idea of it. Probably like if you're a bit more technical, this would be way better for you. Just going to delete that API key. I am not super technical, and therefore I think I prefer using OpenClaw, honestly, or something like that. If you want to get full guides and everything that I've talked about today, you can get it inside the AI Profit Boarding, link in the comments description, or go to aiprofitboarding.com. Inside the community, we have 2,400 members. So you can ask questions, get help, get support whenever you want to, share your wins, etc. You can join our accountability group, like you can see here. And it's not just me winning with this stuff. So you can see actually we have like 130 pages of people using AI, winning with AI, that are sharing their wins inside our school groups. Like you can see, for example, like Chris built his first ever NA10 automation. Eric onboarded a new client. Dan was in for 2 weeks and already got his first customer, etc. So people are winning with AI inside the AI Profit Boarding. You also get 4 video coaching calls per week. So you can jump on these coaching calls, get help and support whenever you need to. And also inside the classroom here, you can see that we have a full 5-week automation masterclass that takes you from beginner to expert with AI. And you'll learn how to build your first AI agent in under 5 minutes. If you want to get the setup guide from today, just go to the SAP update section here, and you can see the full guide, as well as all the latest guides we add daily inside here with video tutorials. And we have a full 6-hour course on how to use OpenClaw too. If you want to learn, for example, how to set up stuff like PicoClaw, we also have guides on that. Nanobot, MemoBot, etc. Everything is inside here, as you can see. And then if you want to learn, for example, my best playbooks for AI automation, so for example, how I automate AI avatar videos, how I automate Instagram, Shorts, Twitter, etc., it's all inside here. And then if you want to get more clients, you can check out our agency course. If you don't have time to watch the coaching course, you can watch back the video coaching course here. If you want to learn how to rank #1 with AI SEO, you can do that.